Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. It's me, Northernlion. I'm playing The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Excited to be here today. Lazarus, Darkroom. Maybe a little delirium. I'm never gonna call delirium until we see how the run goes. 2 Rav. I'm not even gonna read the second half of the scene because I'd get in trouble even though I didn't come up with it. Anyway, Lazarus, I love it. It's my favorite character in the game with red hair. I'm actually running that. I'm fact-checking that to make sure it's true. I cannot fly. I got used to flying on the last run, which happened mere moments ago. We got 2 tinted rocks. 2 tinted rocks makes me think that we're in the market to possibly die and come back to life on this floor. Get a 25% damage bonus and also a small luck upgrade. You know what? It's nice being Lazarus because you can just be like, yeah, I'm opening it. I don't care. Why not? Got all those red hearts if we want them, and if we don't want them, even better. Oh, now we got the bombs, so hold up. Your boy is a fool, as is often the case. I kind of want to see if we're going to get a... if we're going to get an HP upgrade from the boss, but I got no promises. I mean, obviously. I mean, instead of an HP upgrade, we could get Magic Mush. Anyway, let's see what we get here. Just don't pick up the stuff right away. It's like second nature to pick it up right away. Small rock, please. Tinted rocks. Small rock. Man, 1 spirit heart each. I'm not mad, just disappointed. Did you guys know Nicolas Cage has a new movie coming out? That has like a 98 on Rotten Tomatoes and might be considered his best film of all time. It's called Mandy. It's a documentary about the pop superstar Mandy Moore. You may remember her for that's I'm waiting for you, I'm missing you like candy, missing you like... Anyway, she's an actress. She was in A Walk to Remember. She played the evil girl in the first Princess Diaries movie. I mean, that's what I heard from my friend because I didn't see it. Haha. Now, I don't know anything else about it. I was just desperate for a segue. I took the first thing that popped into my head. Just so happened to be a Nicolas Cage movie. It was a Nicolas Cage movie. Look into my eyes and it's easy to see. 5 stars from Rolling Stone. 98 on RT. It's destiny. Once every 100,000 films or so, when the moon doth shine, and there's John Turturro, and the grass doth... Okay, you get the idea. I can do this fight all day. Basically, if you hit me, it does not matter. So, take as long as you want. Get those shots out now, because one day, you won't be around to torment me anymore, and what are you gonna do then? You're gonna be dead, so you're not gonna do anything at all. Unless you believe that in the afterlife, maybe, like, you can, you know, get up to some stuff, which, you know, some people certainly do. You know, I mean, I wouldn't deign to suggest that I know the answer to your question, but anyway, we're gonna die, come back to life. We actually got a little bit more luck because of Mom's Pearls, so we're actually at 1 right now, which is very good. We got amnesia, which is unfortunate, but we know where everything is anyway, because the floor is so very, very small. Dude, you cannot throw me for a loop here. What do you think this is? Sphere, starring Sharon Stone, Dustin Hoffman, and I am going to guess it's been a long time, but I think the 3rd lead actor was Delroy Lindo. Let's check. Sphere, 1998. Yeah, Sphere 1998 Hindi dub. That's what I was looking for. It's Samuel L. Jackson! Sometimes I forget. He has been around for 100 years. I mean, he's been around for 70 years. Yeah, he's literally 70 this December. Man! He's been in a lot of movies. That's amazing. What'll mess with you is that I've actually never seen the film Sphere, by which I mean, I'm already aware of the fact this is a pretty insular bit. This is a movie that came out before much of the audience was probably alive. I was 10 when it came out. My parents rented it. I was a coward as a child when it came to media. Now I'll watch, you know, people's heads get blown off or, like, you know, a machete or something like that. Doesn't matter, you know? Gore in a movie does not bother me because it's a movie. Sorry, data miner. Not today. Tension in a movie bothers me. Gore is meaningless. For me, at least. But, you know, different strokes for different folks. Anyway, what I was gonna say is, my parents rented it, and I was like, I don't know, guys. Seems a little spooky. And I watched, like, maybe 20 minutes. I remember Dustin Hoffman, Sharon Stone, Samuel L. Jackson, and a host of other actors, including perhaps Queen Latifah, descending into a marine research station, and then some whack stuff happens, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna go to my room and just, like, go to bed. Good night. I believed in the power of film to scare me to death, so I said no. I never finished watching it. What's gonna mess with you even more is that I, for whatever reason, was having, well, I was defecating this morning. I was using my cellular telephone to read things on Wikipedia. That's how I stay so smart, okay? Or at least learned. I look things up on Wikipedia while I poop. Look, don't be jealous. You can do it too. Just get a data plan or hook up to your neighbor's Wi-Fi. Either way, I was looking up the novel by Michael Crichton, released in 1989. Why was I looking up the novel by Michael Crichton named Sphere, released in 1989? Because I was looking up your boy, Polish science fiction author Stanislaw Lem. It might be Lev, I don't know. Author of such famed works as Solaris, eventually made into a film by Andrei Tarkovsky, and also don't forget the George Clooney adaptation, which, while not as good as the original, is not as bad as people said it was in 2001, okay? Why was I looking up Stanislaw Lem, or Lev, the science fiction author? Because I saw a clip of a new movie, or at least the synopsis of a new movie, called, I forget, it was something in Latin, but it stars Brad Pitt, and Tommy Lee Jones. And when I looked it up on Wikipedia, it said it was similar to works by Stanislaw Lem. There you go. That was my ethos for that whole... These people think the bits just come off the top of the dome piece. Absolutely not. I wake up in the morning. I'm an anecdote creator of the highest efficiency. I wake up in the morning, look at my phone. Here's a still for a new movie starring Brad Pitt. Look it up. 8 hours later, there's your Sphere reference. Where I'm accidentally thinking that Samuel L. Jackson is Delroy Lindo, like some kind of fool. Man, Delroy Lindo didn't play Nick Fury. Delroy Lindo didn't act in Snakes on a Plane. In fact, now that I think about it, I can't think of a single movie that Delroy Lindo was in. I think he was in Gone in 60 Seconds, which, wait for it, stars, wait for it, Nicolas Cage. Currently acting in the film Mandy, coming to theaters shortly. I have to check, though. I swear to God, if I look this up and it's Ving Rhames, I'm gonna freak out, dude. Gone in 60 Seconds, open parentheses, 1999 film, or close parentheses. 2000 film, you idiot! Excuse me. Nicolas Cage, Angelina Jolie, Giovanni Ribisi, Christopher Eccleston, Robert Duvall, Vinnie Jones, Will Patton, who's the cop? Who's Delroy Lindo as Detective Roland Castlebeck. You're gonna do my man dirty and not even put him in the top, like, 6 actors? You're not gonna put him above Will Patton, who doesn't even have a picture on Wikipedia? I guarantee, this is the guy from Armageddon, isn't it? That Will Patton. Yep, you can look him up. I guarantee 100%. You're like, Will Patton? I don't know him. Ugh. Axe transformation. Then you're gonna type Will Patton into Google, and if you're the same age as I am, you're gonna go, oh, that guy. Bruce Willis is second in command from Armageddon. You get the idea. So that was a weird bit, but it also gave you a brief but representative example of how my brain works, I think. You ever wonder how your boy's able to get 5 Isaac episodes out in a single day? It's because I'm chewing the meat right off of the bone. I'm not slicing off fillets, I'm picking up, you know, the entire ham hock. I'm turning the bone into stock. I'm drinking the soup. When the soup gets low, I'm baking my own bread and using it as a dip. Mom's lipstick. I will tell you, in no uncertain terms, we will not be doing Delirium on this run. As of right now, rate of fire, great. Very, 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 very good. Speed, amazing. And HP is okay as well, but our DPS is just way, like, not even in the right realm. Royale to make this happen. That's okay. Again, notice my posture's bad. Give me a second, just adjusting the chair while I murder these enemies. I don't care about bad posture, like pushing off or giving people the idea, I guess, that like I have like low self-confidence or something like that. Like, look at that guy, he slouches. Could care less. Honestly, if I have the body language that gives off the appearance where strangers don't want to talk to me in public, freaking men, dude. Mission accomplished. If anything, if you're a fan, different story. Please come say hi. I promise I'm nicer than I seem to be in some of these videos and streams. But if you're just the kind of person who wants to talk to me about like the weather on the SkyTrain, I'd rather, if slouching will prevent that, works for me. I'm more worried about like my spine eventually looking like one of the letters in the alphabet that doesn't have a straight line in it. I'm trying to think of which one is worse. I think definitely if your spine was shaped like an X, you would have some problems. A Q would also probably be pretty bad. A Z would be terrible. Really, I is the one you want. And J, who else bad, might still be like resembling survivability. So I did take Lard. I took Lard because we have the HP necessary to kind of, or sorry, we have the speed necessary to absorb a speed downgrade in exchange for HP, which we also do not need. But now this is the moment of truth. You're gonna laugh at this, but we're not in train wreck territory. If we screw up our deal with the Devil Chance here, we could easily stay mired in relatively low DPS and find ourselves in trouble in the future. So this is a really, really, really important fight for us. Huge. Actually huge. It's 4 times harder to dodge 2 of these guys than 1. So yeah, we used all our bombs. Well worth it. Give me those deals. Give me those freaking deals. You unlock something cute in the depths. You also unlock Guppy's Paw. It's like the anti-converter. Guppy's Paw, obviously not what we wanted. And, you know, no matter what we get from Krampus, we'll actually take it. Like, Krampus's head will be better for us than homing tears now and then. And Lump of Coal is just a net positive no matter what. But none of these were really what we were looking for. I think I'm going to convert 1. We've gotten a lot of extra HP. And I think we got like 2 minutes to play around with here. We've already done boss rush, so I mean, we have infinite minutes to play around with here if we want to, but we're really, really like... Man, I hate that change. Having to fight enemies when you push the buttons and the doors close. I get it. I'm just like, I'm just salty, I guess. That's one of those changes where I'm like, I don't really feel like... Was anybody... Who was whispering like worm tongue in Ed and Tyrone's ear? It was like, the Hobbitses are getting away with stealing an occasional extra key by pushing the button. Come on. Like, I had somebody tweet me, and you're not wrong, and I'm not trying to insult you. You know, you seem like an Isaac fan to the point where you knew the minutia more than I do. And you're entitled to your own opinion to begin with. And usually people say that as like a dismissive cast-off, but I don't mean it like that. Like, you may well be more well-informed than I am. However, They said, you know, crawl spaces used to always give out something useful, but then it got abused. And, you know, people would use the shovel, and they would use the stud finder, and they would create crawl spaces on every single floor, and then get 1 extra item room per floor. I looked around, and I said, who? To be fair, I don't watch that many people play Isaac, but I didn't realize that this was actually a thing that happened for a while, but... And I still am kind of like, is that a big deal? I mean, you need a lot of bombs to blow up enough rocks to get that. And as far as I'm concerned, you know, if you get the stud finder, it should give you a benefit. Right now, if you get the stud finder, you go, maybe I'll just take this trinket that does nothing instead. Because the stud finder, I mean, you wouldn't probably take the one that does nothing, but I might. The stud finder kind of does nothing in and of itself, so I still think crawl spaces should be buffed. It's just like one of those buffs that's no fun. Or sorry, one of those nerfs that's no fun. You're like, hey, you know this super rare thing? Yeah, well, it also stinks. It's like, oh, imagine if you were opening in packs in, like, Magic the Gathering, and they're like, oh, 1 in 8 chance to get a mythic rare, but a 1 in 100 chance to have a literal piece of dog turd inside of your pack. You'd open up the pack and be like, wow, lucky me, but also, ew. So we are going to try to make the razor work. Depending on the amount of red hearts we get dropped, this could be pretty useful. I'm just going to check and see if we get a card. If we don't, we're going to hold 2 of clubs, which, you know, you're watching. You can see what happened. 2.36 damage. I mean, that's like 1 Book of Belial right there. So, you know what I will say? I'm super happy we converted. Were it not for that conversion, we'd be feeling the heat right now. And I'm glad we didn't take more red hearts with Guppy's Paw either. Now, I do want him to pay out as soon as possible. We really need DPS if we can get it, so... An item, you know, would be pretty solid. Puberty. Alright, I'm sorry, my friend. I'm not coming back into the room, so this is on you. I prefer not to die to play a Demon Judgment, although I've been known to make exceptions. This run should be fine. It looks bad right now. I mean, it's the same badness that, like, a Bloody Lust run can get, you know? Except I'd really rather have Bloody Lust, but... Yeah, I'd rather have, like, Brimstone, too. That doesn't make this bad. Yo, let's go. It's the kind of run where you really want to be comfortable with your Isaac fundamentals. I also might, at some point, you know, if things get spotty, get rid of Wiggle Worm, just so I don't have an excuse that I can look to if I lose. Well, I did take the bad trinket, because my YouTube audience forced me to be zany against my will. Nah, y'all are still here kicking it. The rules of Zane are arbitrary and often in flux. I've been enjoying playing my own game, focusing a little bit more on winning, but also simultaneously, you know, when those Zane runs strike, taking the opportunity. Very nice. Now, dude, you might think I'm unhappy because, you know, all these red hearts, we probably could have gotten something out of Demon Judgment. Guess what? You'd be right. I wish that we had not blown up the Demon Judgment. That was a little premature. But in my head, I was like, well, if we don't blow him up now, we're not going to come back in to blow him up later, so we risk getting nothing at all for our troubles. So I stand by my decision-making process. You can tell we're slowing down a little bit. I mean, we did spend some time on this floor on non-critical stuff. Really want to see if we get a deal with the devil, and if we do, what it is. And then we'll probably still endeavor to go to our shop nonetheless. So the first one was like 2. Second one was 3. It goes down by maybe 0.3 each time. Can't say for certain. By the way, you already know this. This is like the worst conceivable location for the bloat to be in. We just have to wait till he's in animation, and then we can hit him. Okay, we didn't ruin our chance, but we came pretty close. It's fine. Oh, I didn't realize PJ's was also a full heal, and that should tell you something about the amount of times that we actually lose red hearts when we go to face a boss on this floor. Go to the shop. Boss rush is irrelevant to the highest degree. And we'll move along. The only thing I will say is, if we... You want to get into some Isaac talk? Everyone's like, no. Well, too bad, because it popped into my brain, okay? And now it's too late. But we might have wanted him to pay out with the Steam sale, so if we go to the Hush fight, which we don't have to, but may wish to if we want to get to Delirium, which we don't want to, but may wish to if we get a bunch of damage upgrades, full stop. We would have wanted to get Steam sale so we have more purchasing power down there, but it's so unlikely to matter. Love it. Like it. I was almost galaxy braining myself there. I was like, what if I walk out, walk back in really quickly, grab that, and then razor blade myself out? And I was like, well, then you'll be one heart down. Which is exactly the same as if you just razor bladed your way out to begin with. I'm telling you, arcade. How am I gonna arcade Bloody Lust? That doesn't make any sense. Item room, Bloody Lust. If we get Bloody Lust, the razor blade could become more powerful than we'd ever imagined. Just still like keeping the boss rush dream somewhat alive, just as you know, you never know, there could be an item in there that's worth something. Now, if you're gonna walk into enemies, here's a thought. Maybe just use like the razor, take damage, and kill them faster so you don't end up getting hit and losing spirit hearts for no reason. But don't let me tell you how to do your job, me. Oh, wait. I am you. This run is on the precipice of, like, amazing potential success. What it needs... Oh, my lord. He's so fast. It's like one of the few times anemia actually did something for us. But what it needs... So, like, many different permutations will help us out. Piercing shots would be awesome. An unbelievable damage upgrade to go with our really nice rate of fire. So, like a Polyphemus, Proptosis. You know, Ipecac, not out of the question, would be a really nice get for us as well. Those are what would take this run from, like, a 6.5, where it's comfortably sitting right now, up to, like, 8, 9, maybe even higher. But we got a long way to go, or maybe we only have one item room to go until we get there. We don't know yet, and that's the beauty of Isaac. Every run's like its own loot box. Snag it. Love it. Now, obviously, no boss rush. Might actually be better that way. Terrible. Just terrible. Okay. Oh my god! I'm gonna grab the piggy bank. I have a suspicion that I maybe have never grabbed the piggy bank in my new save file. It's not really like an item I tend to prioritize. Doesn't really do much. Yeah, sure, I'll take Rusted Key. Thank you, Wiggleworm. You gave us a little spice on this run. Let me put it this way: it was like an Isaac run with a twist. He did a wordplay. The true height of comedians. You know what's great about Northernlion is that he's funny, but he doesn't feel the need to resort to, you know, trump cards like swearing. He inhibits himself by not allowing himself to say frick and poop. It's really the mark of a great talent. Good. Not good. We have definitely taken Little Baggy. Just don't talk to me. Ah, let me out. Ah! That was not very good. I got a little, well, you know, a little overexcited on that room, potentially. Didn't even grab the bomb. Oh, I love this, though. Okay, so I would very much like... Okay, never mind. What I was gonna say was get a IV bag or blood bag. Either one we'd at least like to try and maybe leverage for some extra money. But this guy, look, if you give me HP, I'll take it. I think it works nicely with the razor blade. Otherwise, mapping. Okay, HP's okay. Nothing wrong with that. You know what the problem with the Razor for me is that I will never... Well, I will rarely intentionally take damage to kill a boss faster. Which is funny, because it's like exactly what I do every time I use an orbital in an ill-advised situation. But, you know, trust me, just because I'm aware of the hypocrisy doesn't mean I'm immune to it. You know, just because I know Cheetos are bad for me, that doesn't mean I'm going to stop eating them. I don't really start eating them, unless they're around. Anyway, this is irrelevant. Just kill this guy. I'm really starting to feel the crunch on this floor of not having much DPS. I don't think Mom's Bra is honestly that useful. Alright, well, I mean, this is where we stand. I don't really want to sack red hearts for a spirit heart, so I think we're just moving on here. This will be a run where it'd be nice just to win, really. And we're going dark path, right? Yeah. So don't take the Polaroid. You're gonna take the negative here. Self. I felt like a secret room, but perhaps not. Ooh, dry baby. Actually, surprisingly helpful. So right now I'm setting a limit, because the womb could be tough. I'm thinking 2 red hearts on boss fights or otherwise very difficult rooms. As long as we got the protection to back up our remaining red hearts, sounds good to me. Even with like the extra damage, still a little bit of a slog here, but certainly better than it otherwise would be. Not bad. You took the Polaroid. Well, that's one way to do it. We've definitely had Book of Sin. Okay, now that we've taken the Polaroid, what are you gonna do? So you've taken the Polaroid. That's why I need to kill Mom quickly. Otherwise, my brain will just be like, Polaroid, muscle memory. We could... Well, you know what? Screw it. If we have a good enough run to get the Hush and maybe kill Hush, maybe we'll try it. Otherwise, like, I don't have too much interest in going... I mean, this might not even be worth it, but too much interest in going all out on a void run likely to kill me. But if we have the opportunity, we might consider it. You know, after we kill Blue Baby, if we have to go down that path, we might have Delirium access anyway. That's not me making excuses, it's just me trying to find, like, an out for my, my earlier misplay. Not sure if you remember it, but mere moments ago, I demonstrated true stupidity. He's one hit away. I know, dude, that was terrible, but I trust my Isaac senses. My brain goes, he's dead. So if he doesn't die on the hit that in my brain says he's dead, you know he's one hit away. If he's 2 hits away, I gotta go see a neurologist. It's really a testament to, like, how amazing the human brain is. Not my human brain. The human brain. Like, I have never once thought... If you asked me consciously how many shots at 6.23 damage does it take to kill one of those enemies, I wouldn't have an answer for you. But, you know, just in the game, without even being able to see the health bar, you're like... Yeah, that feels like it's right. It's very, very strange. It's like how good players feel in PUBG. Like, sometimes Austin will be fighting somebody in PUBG, and he'll be like, how did I not shoot him? Or how did I not kill him? Like, I hit him 3 times in the chest and once in the head. And then he watches the kill cam and he goes, oh, that explains it. He had a level 2 vest and a level 3 helmet. Were it not for those, he would have been dead. And I go, you know, when I play PUBG, every kill is a roll of the dice. Unless it's like a dude who I just hit point blank with a shotgun and then he dies. I'm like, man, 100%. Otherwise, my shot hits and I go, I don't know if he might have 99 HP, he might have 1. I don't know, like, how many Uzi bullets does it take to kill someone in PUBG if they have a level 1 vest, level 1 helmet. Somewhere between 2 and 1,000, I think, is the real answer. You'll forgive me, I'm skipping some consumables just because, I mean, for one, we're not going to need them. Secondly, I have a reason to be a little bit lazy about it because of the fact that we are sort of trying to swing the Hush fight, but I'm not trying to get your hopes up. I'm only going to do the Hush fight if I think we can win, and right now I don't. But I'm really taking every available opportunity to try to change that. And I mean that with all sincerity. You know, the blood banks, it is tempting. The hope being not that you get money, but you get a bunch of blood bags. So this is just the largest floor in human existence. It's the only explanation here. Finally, we're making it through. I'm going to try to use 1 razor charge. Thank you. Just to speed this up ever so slightly. One more, then... Oh, one more, then drop him in the center-ish. Good enough. Spits out some spiders. That's our favorite attack. We already know what that is because we've been there. We got the mom transformation. I can see forever. I found pills. Speed up. Puberty. Closing in on the HP. Now that we have I can see forever, I just want to see real quick if the item room is around, and it is. And by item, I mean secret. If you'll forgive me, you know, we're trying real hard here. Magician, Joker, 2 of clubs. So, the Joker card actually is very interesting. Everything else was kind of inconsequential. We can use the Joker card on the Cathedral. Hoping this is the right way. We can use the Joker card on the Cathedral to get an extra deal with the devil. Which sounds nice to me. I mean, our DPS is still a little spotty. We'll always, until the very end of that run, we're going to have it hanging over our head that we could get the Delirium fight even still. You know, Blue Baby could pay out with it. Thank you. But we're definitely not doing Shoal. Unless we find a... Even if we found a self-sacrifice room. Look, there's going to be a lot of Isaac runs. Screwing one up is bound to happen. I'm not paying it too much mind. Daddy Longlegs was so unbelievably worth what we paid for it, which was just like a room worth of combat. Honestly, I'm looking at this run right now, and I'm like, dude, just start invoking the protocol that just keeps you freaking alive. Forget about this, you know, Delirium fight. You're gonna fight Delirium with this run? How? With what? Okay. With what HP, what damage, etc., etc. Especially if you keep throwing a bunch away for no conceivable reason. Yeah. Yeah, this one's... It's looking more dangerous than I would have thought. So let's get Dry Baby directly in front of us. Blocking shots. Let Daddy Longlegs do some good work. We got Multi-Dimensional Baby helping us out. We got a fortified position right now that we can just hold. That went so obscenely well relative to what I would have expected the norm was. We've had all these. But I do think that, strangely, Headless Baby is worth taking at least. And then let's just try to turn this into a win. I'm not out here to impress anybody, so to speak. Good. I actually really do appreciate that. This is really good, because then we'll go here. We might get a HP upgrade via puberty, if we're lucky enough. Oh, well, HP upgrade. Speed upgrade. Speed upgrade. And once we're in here, moon card out. And that seemed pretty good to me. We'll probably... Yo, another Eternal Heart, too. And a Tinted Rock right here. We'll probably open this other one just to see if we get some red hearts. No such luck, but still good. And then Guppy's Head. And, dude, I know we've had Guppy's Head myriad times recently. Straight up, the Razor, it deserves better than me. I'm a bad Razor pilot. I don't use it right. I pop it too much at inopportune moments and then ignore it unless it's a boss fight. So, I'll be the first to tell you. I need to take a crash course on how to actually maximize my usage of that item. My utility, but that's why I like Guppy's head, dude. You just press the space bar and enemies bite the dust. Feels nice. So I'm feeling reasonably confident about our chances now. That helps too. And you never know. We still might have delirium access. Probably not, but... Okay, good placement. Watch out for these curved shots, but... For the most part, we should be relatively safe. All of our shots are doing like double damage thanks to multi-dimensional baby, which is just, I mean, basically lucky. That was poor. They should call multi-dimensional baby like stand still to do double damage. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but it took me a long time to realize the most noteworthy tactic for using this. Like, I'm doing that little triangular pattern every single time to make sure that multi-dimensional baby gives me the damage buff. That time we probably could have just stood still, but... There we go. Easy fights. Dry baby with the kill. Okay. Feeling better. I lost the plot a little bit here. I definitely wish that we'd gone Dark Room, gotten an unlock, but at least we can... hopefully pivot this into a decent victory. I love Mulligan. And I don't care who knows it. I love Mulligan enough that even though the only thing my brain wants to do is complain about having 6.23 damage on the chest, I'm going to slow my roll. Thank you, dude. Actually, thank you. Tears upgrade and also the occasional piercing shot. And an easy finish. We'll just coast it in here. You know, playing Isaac, it really is a lot like X-Plane. And I know that's going to sound ridiculous, but in a way it's kind of like a useless metaphor because it helps consumers of neither game or players of neither game really conceptualize their hobby. But, you know, on a flight, what are the two most dangerous times? Takeoff and landing. Doesn't mean you can't have incidents, you know, when you're at cruising altitude, but same thing in Isaac. End of the game's hard. Start of the game can be hard. And then the stuff in the middle, for the most part, you know, you got enough real estate to work with that you can get yourself out of a jam. Hopefully. Well, this has been Deep Thoughts with Northernlion. For the very narrow subset of people who watch my videos, play The Binding of Isaac, and also play flight simulators. Hope you've enjoyed it. I don't know. Look, I should know that I was going to take damage there. I should have known that I was going to take damage there, because my brain could have looked at that and been like, yeah, that's not safe. The beam will obviously hit you. But in my head, it was like, yeah, we're safe somehow. No! It's the only pill. Like, even paralysis would have been fine there. I'm excited. I don't want it removed from the game like some of the other annoying stuff. I just hate how it works room over room. Whereas I'm Drowsy is just one room. But at least I guess I'm Drowsy is consistent. Alright. Fast bombs have appeared in the basement. Unlocking stuff we don't even know. But I don't know, maybe it's pick up 1,000 bombs or something like that. Oh, dude, I love it. Please give Dry Baby and Multi-Dimensional Baby a round of applause. I never realized that there's like a synergy between those two items on rooms where you can stand still. Now, it's relatively narrow, admittedly. But look at that. You can, you know, you use your noggin, you can reposition. That was bad. It was actually, like, it was good on his part. And then, of course, Revenge Fly. Finish the job while I collect this coin. And I'll see you next time. That was a decent run. I wish we hadn't gone to the wrong path. Hey, Ost, thanks for the subscription. I caught it. I looked at the video preview. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It was a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Boo.